Hey guys, have a great day. Today's episode is about scraping data from Airbnb. It's really interesting and informative. And I want this data for a friend of mine. He wants to do some machine learning things and create some models for his business. And he wants to predict prices based on images using CNNs, maybe, if I'm not mistaken, and total price and price per night and some details that he wants. I don't know. But my job is to scrape data for him. And the data that we are looking for is just like this. We want the full URL of that room page, and also its average ratings. It's some title. It has some titles, total price. It is really important, and also the images that Airbnb offers in the search URL, and some options such as number of bedrooms, number of bathrooms, and other things such as kitchen, Wi-Fi, and free parking. Yeah. So we want to scrape this data, and I found that some websites offer some web scraper such as Apify, but let me show you what we want from Airbnb. For example, we have a search filter for Canada, and it's our check-in and checkout date. And for example, we are 2 adults and a child, and also we have a pet. And it's the URL, and you just need to copy this URL and put it in Apify's actors, and it takes 2 minutes. So I want to save time, and Apify's offers this information. As you can see, yeah, it's somehow clear, but it's not free. You have to pay something like this amount for each page. I mean, it only scrapes the first page, and you need to update its link yourself, I think. For example, for this filter, we have 15 pages. So you need to pay something like this price for only for the first search. For the first filter that you specify. I want to scrape for example, other things in Canada, for example, in Calgary, in Toronto, in Montreal, and other cities. So I need to play with this result, and I want to scrape data from the top 10 interesting cities in Canada. And I found that I need to pay something like $15 to Apify for this data. And the bad news is that they do not offer the price. So you cannot find the price for that room, unfortunately. But as you can see, and also there is no bedrooms and bathrooms here. I don't know why. Maybe they need to fix it. And if they want, maybe I can help them, by the way. And here is the data that I scraped from Airbnb: the full URL, average rating, images, options, number of beds, number of bathrooms, queen beds, and all other things, room ID, the price, the most important thing for my friend's machine learning models, and also the coordinates. And it's my code. You just need to filter your values, for example, location, adults, children, and pets, and the date of your checking and checkout and non-nights. And yeah, that's it. It scrapes data for you, and by the end of this video, you will be able to create your own web scraper for Airbnb, or maybe for other websites. And if you're ready, I think it's time to get started. Let's go. Okay, first of all, you need to create your Python environment using this command. I believe you all know how to create your environment, venv, and then you need to give it a name and then activate it. Okay, you can Google it how to activate your environment based on your OS. Okay, Mac system, Linux, and Windows have different way to activate the environment. And then you need to let me just create a new directory for my project, for today's project, Airbnb. Okay, and then you need to install Scrapy. That's why we created a new environment. I've already installed Scrapy, so I don't need to install it and run this command. And then you need to say Scrapy start project, and then you need to give it a name. And okay. Okay, in Airbnb Airbnb scraper, then it has some Python files, And we need to create a spider for our Scrapy. As you know, Scrapy works with spiders. And we need to go to Airbnb scraper and then run this command: scrapy gen spider, and we need to give it a name, Airbnb spider, and it wants a domain for our target website, which is airbnb.co.uk, because I'm using a SSH from the London Bullofood, and that's why I use .uk. If you're in India or other things, you can change your domain. Okay, and I'm going to change that because yeah, here is our code, I mean our spider. I don't want to use these, I mean domains and start URLs, because I want to override the start request in a Scrapy, and we specify everything here, and let me close this line, and that's it. It's our template, I mean it's a template for our code in a Scrapy. Now let me show you how website works. I mean, we want to gather some home from Calgary in Canada, and from 10 to 13 maybe. Okay, and we are 2 adults, 1 children. We don't have infant, hopefully, and also a pet. And when we click on search, it gives us this URL, and everything that we are looking for is located in its HTML I found. And let me show you. You just need to copy this URL and open the Postman, my favorite application for testing and parsing data to check the APIs and other things. Let me just put the full URL that we just put here to here with all search parameters and send. Okay, and here is the data. For example, let me search for 91 night. Okay, 91 NIGHT. Okay, we don't have 91 night. Well, why? 91, oh, 91 per night, my bad. Okay, I scared actually. Yeah, 91 per night. And the data that we are looking for is located in data deferred state 0. Okay, so we need to send a GET request to the website and specify our filters. Then we need to look for this wonderful script with this ID and take its text and then parse the data. That's it. And also we need to paginate, and I'm going to explain how we can paginate in Airbnb. It's not challenging, but it's not simple. Okay, so okay, let me just show you one another things. We do not need to use all these search filters. It's a bad URL, and I found that we can skip tab ID, refinement, pass, flexible trip, monthly start, monthly length, and monthly end date. And also we don't have price filter, so we can ignore that in our code. And also we do not need channel. You can just edit these parameters and test it. So I've tested before, and I'm just going to make my video a little bit shorter. And we need adults, number of adults, children, pets. We do not need source, and we do not need search type. Okay, the location is in the URL. Check in, check out adults. Okay, so let me send a GET request to show you that it works. Okay, so it's the main URL, I mean it's the base URL. Now let's open our code. Here I want to specify that we have a base URL. Okay, but these values going to change because I'm going to make my code dynamic for myself, for you guys, if you want to use it for yourself. And there's something that may change in this code, such as location. So we want location here. For example, it is Calgary. Okay, what else? So let me just use location for this part. Okay, if a string in Python is really great, and we have location, we have checking, yeah, okay, check-in and also checkout, okay, and also num adult and also num child, okay, and also num pet. For example, we have one pet, we are maybe how many? One children, and we are two adults. And let me copy the check-in and checkout date. Be careful, they are in a string, otherwise it gives us error. And checkout. Okay. And yeah, sounds okay. So far so good. So far so good. Why am I talking like that? Check-in. Okay, we need check-in here. And also checkout here. I'm 30. I'm not 30 years old. 30. English is really hard. I'm doing my best. Don't forget to subscribe my channel, because it really it gives me really many energy when you subscribe and like my videos, adults, non-adults. Okay. It's really boring. Okay. So here is the base URL. We just need to change these parameters, and then in a Scrapy, I'm going to say that because I've overridden the start request, I'm going to say that you can start the request like this. Scrapy request. Don't forget to add yield. I always forget the yield. Scrapy request. The URL is the self dot base URL, okay, and callback is self.parse, okay. As you know, it sends a GET request to this, and then it immediately runs this function. Let me open Scrapy shell, because we're going to, oh, okay, let me just, I forgot to disable robots.txt when you use Scrapy. And also I set concurrent request to 1 always. It's better because of my problem of internet, and I don't want to use many send requests at the moment. I think it's that values jobs, I'm not sure, to be honest with you. So let me exit once again and run Scrapy shell, and okay, let me copy this URL because we want to scrape data from here. Just let me scrape this page. Maybe they have added something new. Okay, it's like before. And where is my code? God. Using fetch, you can send a GET request to that website, but I almost forgot to show you where is the data. I mean, I show you that it is located here, but let me explain how we can parse this data. Then I'm going to show you how we can take that in a Scrapy shell, and then we will add it in our main code. Okay, data deferred. Okay, copy whole string, and in our code, let me open a new txt file here, and I want to save it as JSON because it's a JSON, and that's it. So it's the data that we take from the website. I mean, it is located in that script, and everything that we want in data, I mean, it is located in data. We do not need variables. It just gives us some redundant information. Then in data we have presentation. We want presentation, and we have result and map result. There are two different things, I mean two different names, but both of them have the same information, so we can ignore map result and just I'm going to parse result. Okay, and in result we have a search result, we have pagination info. Interesting, yeah. Next page cursor, we can use it to go to the next page, interestingly. And we do not need logging metadata, prime search input, and also filters, and also category polls and SEO, and section configuration. The data that we want is located in search result for now. Then we parse pagination for the next page, and yeah, it gives us all data that we are looking for, as you can see. Okay, I think it's 18 or 24, I don't know how many results it gives us per page. Yeah, and then after search result, as you can see, we can go to these and scrape everything that we want, such as pictures, I mean images, I mean, and also for example, in captions sometimes we have messages such as rated for cleanliness, and also number of bedrooms, sometimes parking. It gives us a name for that room, and here we have in pricing code we have 91 per night. It is exactly here, I mean for this price, okay, for this room. And take your breath, bro. And now, yeah, other things. 272 total, I think. Yeah. No. 279. I mean, it's for total price becomes, yeah, 272. My eyes. And also other things such as explanation data, for example, some extra thing about taxes, maybe. Yeah, everything that we want is located here. And yeah, we take coordinates from this part, and just we need to parse this information here. So let me first show you in a Scrapy, so how to take that script tag, I mean how to take that interesting things in Scrapy. You can say that response.xpath, I'm going to use Xpath for this job, and we are going to say that it's the script, and it has an ID, okay, and this ID has I mean, here is the ID, okay, we just need to copy this ID here, look for that script tag with that ID, and we need to say that ID equals to Xpath is really confusing sometimes. Okay, response is not defined. Okay. Response okay, we just took that data, and I'm going to say that I want its text, because we don't want these script HTML tags and other things, and I'm going to say that give me it as a string. Okay, so it is exactly what we just copied and pasted here, and now we just need to convert it to JSON because it's a string. And so in parse function, I'm going to say that our data is something like this. Then we need to convert it into JSON. So let me just import JSON, and then I'm going to say that JS data is equal to, but I forget to put it as, give it a name and save it. And I say that JS data is equal to JSON loads. It converts the string into JSON, and using json.dumps you can do this inversely. You can convert JSON to a string. Data. Okay, now it is in JSON format, and now we can go through it. We can search it. Okay, and so we need this file here in JSON format, and there is a target data. Target result needed data is located here in search results. Okay, so we, first I'm going to take data till this search result. Then I'm going to once again create a loop for each result. Okay, oh my god, explaining is really hard sometimes, but let me show you what I was talking about. I'm going to say that our target result, first of all, let me show you that we can say that JS data, for example, I want this one, we can follow this path. JS data, new minimal client data, we need to go to this path. Okay, and if I'm not mistaken, and we need to it's a list, we need to take the very first one, then take the second one. In Python everything starts from 0, and I'm just following this path, and then we can say that we want data here. Okay, now now we are here, and in data we need to, I think, go to presentation, then and after presentation we need to go to stage search. Yeah, so we are parsing the JSON, and then the result and search result. Okay, so now we have this list. Let me just run it. Okay, as you just saw, let me just show you what is the first one. Okay, the first one is 4.3 out of rank, 20 reviews. Yeah, it is for the very first one. Okay, 4.3, 20 reviews. And now let me say that we can loop through it. Okay, I want the first one, I want the second one, I want the third one, something like that. So the needed data is here, the target result that we are looking for. Okay, target result, and let me just copy this, and now we just need to create a for loop in Python. Okay, and I say the target result is this, and I say that for result, okay, in target result I want to yield some information for me. In a Scrapy you need to yield the data. Okay, and that's it. Let me just take the very first one and put it in result to show you how it works. Result is equal to, for example, target result, the first one. Okay, so it's the result. Show you result. Okay, and for example we want to take the average rating, for example. Okay, I'm just going to copy and paste the code that I've written to save many times, because it's really time consuming to type and go through all details. But don't worry, I will explain and I will support you. I'm 24/7 available on comments. You can ask your questions, and also don't forget to like and hit the like button and subscribe my channel if you are new. And okay, so the result, in result, it we need to go to listing, as you can see, and then in average rating label we have this string that we want. Okay, so we need to first go to listing, and then we need to go to average rating, something like that, rating label. Okay, Okay, interesting. Okay, so we have this, so we can go through it just like this as I did, and many things more. Just I think my camera's battery is dying. Let me just reset my battery. Okay, so now we have the average review, and for example, let me show you how to get coordinates, listing coordinates. Okay, so we need to say that after listing you need to go to coordinates, and yeah, that's it. And we can simply say that I want for example, latitude. Okay, if you wanna make it more clear. So now let me and you can simply say that for example, rating is for example here, result, listing average rating. Okay, and it's a loop. And but let me use my use the code that I've written to save time, because you know how to parse the data and go through everything. You just need to follow this path if you are a beginner, and yeah, you can simply follow this path and scrape everything that you want, such as name, such as everything that is located here. And let me explain it. Full URL is the URL of that room, but we need to take the room ID, which is in listing, then ID. Let me find it. I think it's here. In listing, here, ID. Okay, it is that the ID of that target page. Target URL, maybe this one. Yeah, 100. Let me copy to show you how it works. For example, here. Okay, so I'm simply saying that you need to take it and it yield it for us, and then also it put it here for full URL. And I said that it is located in listing and ID, and adult, number of adults, number of children, number of pets, and also other things, checking and checkout, and it is the link of that room target URL. And you do not need these federated search ID and other things. You can test it using Postman. And let me explain other things. For example, for images, I said that there is a listing in contextual pictures, as you can see here. In contextual pictures, we have this picture value. Okay, so I'm going to say that you need to create a for loop. For res, I meant result. For res, in result listing contextual pictures, take res pictures. Okay, it's really simple. You just need to, okay, it gives all the available images for that things, for that data. And for options, it was really hard to grab those options. As you saw, Apify was not able to do that. And also for price, but price is not hard. I don't know why they didn't add price, by the way. Sometimes we have message in captions, but sometimes we don't have message in captions. Okay, so I don't know when it comes. That's why I use regex, and I send that in contextual pictures, which is here. I took this string, in this list, and use this pattern, and I said that take everything which is located after messages, then this, there is something here, I want this, and also it ends using this character. That's why I used this pattern to take that. But first we need to convert that list and into string, and add our regex pattern to that string, because regex only works on patterns. I mean on a strings. Import row, and then yeah, it gives us everything that we want. Let me just import JSON and also array here, and I think that's it. It describes everything that we want, and let me show you the result and also coordinates, total price, secondary line. And you can follow the JSON format, and I'm available 24/7. You can ask your questions and comment. Oh my god, and I will be there for you. Okay, let me now exit our code and let me show you these results. Then I go to the next page and show you how you can paginate. Okay, so it is only the result for the first page. And when you want to run your spider in a Scrapy, you can say that a Scrapy crawl, and you need to use its name that you specified for your spider. Then I'm going to say that I want to have the output in out.json, okay, to see the results. So I think we have a, okay, interesting. Ooh, I thought it encountered an error. So where is the out.json here? Okay, interesting. Here is the data, and let me make it more beautiful using these interesting fields. Look at the data. For example, full URL, and for each of the data, as you can see, I just make it more clear using this JSON crack. And the images, what is that? It's a QR code. Let me open one of the images. For example, I think it was this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, it's a QR code. Interesting. And let me open the second one. Okay. But that one was a QR code, and it was empty. Oh my god, why? It's like that. It was not able to take that data completely. Let me open this one. Okay, it's okay. I don't know. For that one, maybe there was a problem with my internet connection. Let me rerun the code. I don't know what happened. Okay. Control Shift J. Let me check the. Let me open. Okay, it's a PNG. Okay. Oh, okay. Now I think we have everything that we want. That was a internet connection problem for the first try. Okay. So yeah, we want this data. I mean, it's a result for the first page, and then we need to go to the next page. But how? As you can remember, there was something like pagination info here, and then you need to grab this next page cursor. Okay, so let me show you why we need that. Because when we go to the next page, we just need to, let me open my, I just copied the URL, and then in here you can see that we have pagination search true, and also it takes this parameter cursor. Okay, so we need that cursor. How to take that? We can simply say that let me just copy the path for next page, and oh, I think I need to run Scrapy shell once again and fetch to that URL, but let me put it here. For example, let me, yeah, it's the first page, and as I showed you, yeah, you can use these extra parameters, but I just remove them to make my code more clear for me, for yourself. If you want to run it yourself, it is more clear right now. And now when we say, oh my god, we need to import JSON and re once again, we do not need re, but we need to import them. Let me do some copy and paste here. Okay, target results. And but I think it is not located in target result, it is somewhere else. Okay, because as you can see, it is not in search results. Okay, we need to, after result, go to page info, which is this, and then pagination info, then next page cursor. Look at the path. That's why I said you can follow this path, and that's it. It is exactly the cursor. How to add this cursor to the URL and tell Scrapy to follow that URL and then scrape data. You can say that sometimes there is no next page. I mean, for example, consider that we are in the last page. So we can say that if there is next page, I mean, if next page is available, and we can say that our next URL is equal to that self that base URL that we had. At the end of this URL, we need to say that you need to add those parameters in Postman. What were the parameters? Let me, for example, here we need this, and it's a f string, and I'm going to say that the cursor is here, the next page. Okay, sounds okay. And I think it should be, I think it should work. Next page itself, the base URL that we had at the end of this, we need to add pagination search is equal to true, and then the cursor is the next page that we just grabbed from that JSON data. And okay, and then by using this plus, we can add it at the end of that URL. I mean, at the end of that base URL. And how to tell Scrapy to follow this function? We can say that once again. Oh, don't forget yield. We can say that yield Scrapy that request. What is the URL? URL is next URL. Okay, and then we can simply say that callback is equal to self.parse. So it go to the next page, and then it runs this function. Okay, it is clear, I think. And let me just run the code for the, for example, for for this data, Calgary, 2 adults, and I think we have something like 5 pages for this search filter. And for my project, I will use some custom proxy, and I think I'm quite close to get banned from Airbnb because I've tried many times. Maybe I need to maybe buy some paid proxy or use some VPNs to change my IP. But for now, I'm just going to show you how to go to the next page, or if you have some proxy, you can use some proxies in your code. And if you have some problems adding your proxy to your code, you can let me know in comment, and I will answer how you can add proxy to your Scrapy request. There is just some configuration in this setting.py. It's not a big deal, believe me. And once again, I'm going to say that Scrapy crawl Airbnb scraper and output. Let me just close this project and let me run it. Oh, yield outside function. Oh, okay. These are actually part of this parse function. My bad. once again. Okay. Wow. Yeah, so fast. Let's now check out the output. Okay, here is the output, images, all details. It is exactly what my friend wants for his data set. You want to use some CNNs, okay, as I was talking about. And let me make it more beautiful. Oh, yeah. For example, look at this one. 14 reviews, room ID, 221 per night, total 662. Look at the images, interesting. 3 bedrooms and 3 beds, 2 bathrooms, 1 king bed, and other thing, free parking, Wi-Fi, and kitchen. Rated 4.9 out of 5 for cleanliness. Interesting. And then that's it. You don't need to pay to other platforms, and you can easily create your own scraper in Python. If you are a beginner and you just started learning web scraping, you can follow my channel. I share videos about web scraping, about automation, and sometimes computer vision using YOLO and other things, but mainly I work on web scraping, and I will show you, I show you how you can create your scraper for any website. And I prefer to not use Selenium or Chrome drivers because they're slow and they are costly. So we are just going to work with request. And if you learned something from me, from this video, don't forget to hit the like button. And if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe. It really motivates me and helps me to create more contents for you. And I hope to see you in the next video. Good luck.